Hi guys, what's up? Zax here. We're back more co-op career on F1 2014, this time on my second channel. So hopefully this was right, guys. I don't mind doing this once a week or twice a week over on this channel, but I think my main channel, it was really just not working out on there, so hopefully you guys don't mind it over on this channel. But here we are, round 3. We're starting on pole position. We had a really good time in qualifying and ended up starting on pole position. There's our strategy, you can see there. We're just switching up a little bit, and it should be a pretty good race here in Bahrain. A track I actually really do like, and hopefully we can have a good result here today. That championship lead that we have, hopefully it should be pretty easy to maintain it. Pretty much just got to get into the top 5 to keep that, so it should be pretty easy to keep the lead, but it's just how much of an advantage we can have over the rest now. So anyway, we're pulling out into the pit lane here, and there we are, and this should be a pretty good race here in Bahrain. As I said, a track that I like, a track that I think is pretty good for the Williams. It's not exactly amazing, but it's pretty good for the Williams. You can see we're starting on the prime tyres as well, so that should definitely change it up a little bit. And for some reason in co-op career you can just start on whatever tyres you want, so that's just that. So yeah, I decided to start on the primes. Will starts on the softer compound tyres, the option compound tyres, and the lights are out and away we go. I'm not gonna lie, Will gets a much better start, and so does Rosberg, and I'm pretty much going to be third into turn 1. It's like very side by side here. Rosberg, Hamilton, who's in front? I don't know. Will, oh no, there's contact with Rosberg, and now we're running over the curb, and oh my goodness, spinning around through the pack, and look at this, I get a penalty? Are you serious, game? What did I do there? Okay, Bianchi, I assume hit me, but I was invisible. Why did the game give me a penalty there? I just absolutely have no idea. So that's really confusing. So that's lost me a whole heap of positions. Went first on the grid down to 21st position. So that is absolutely terrible. Don't want to be ever doing that again, but it's definitely going to make it a bit more of an interesting video. I'm going to have to fight up through the field and now hopefully just get as many points as possible out of this race. I obviously won't be going for the front because, you know, the front guys have already got like 15 seconds on me. Maybe not 15 seconds, but about 10 seconds on me. But once I get through all these cars, I'm going to be losing seconds after seconds just getting through some of these cars where they're slower in certain areas. Like here, Ericsson makes me go wide. That's probably lost me half a second, maybe even a second through there, just because Ericsson was so slow through there. I had to avoid him. Put it into the lean fuel mixture here. Like, I might as well save fuel whilst I'm following these slow cars, and you know I'm gonna get past them at some point, but thing is, they're so slow in certain areas, so I might as well just use that lean fuel mixture whilst I'm here, and then use the fast fuel mixture when I'm onto the faster tyres. But obviously we have this penalty. Unfortunately for us, it's a drive-through, not a 10-second penalty or a 20-second penalty or whatever. Unfortunately, it is the drive-through, which means, unfortunately for us, we're going to lose a whole heap of time, and we're going to be way behind everyone else, back down to last place, and then the fight back will begin. And just to see how that all goes. It's a bit unfortunate way to start this Bahrain Grand Prix. I think Will is leading this race now. Who else is in the pit lane here? I'll tell you who it is. It's Nico Rosberg, the person that we apparently hit at turn 1, and he got a penalty as well. So good to see that AI have penalties and they get penalties in this game, but just absolutely silly to see we both got the penalty for, I guess, the same sort of collision. I don't know whether my collision was for the one with Rosberg or the one with Bianchi. I'm not really too sure, but we're going to put it into that rich fuel mixture now and try and get up to the cars behind. And we've caught up to Kobayashi here on lap number 4. So really, it's just about getting through these cars as quickly as possible in that fast fuel mixture here, and just getting through them without any contact, without any damage, and just making sure we get to the pit stop stage with at least a half decent position in hand, so we can maybe look at points towards the end of this race. I know it's going to be hard, but as I said, we only need to score, I think, maybe 8-10 points, that sort of region of points, so 5th, 6th, to keep the championship lead here. But it's going to be a big task. They've just pulled out such an advantage. Obviously, we've had that drive through, so we've ended up losing probably about 30 odd seconds through all that, so we'll just see how it ends up in the end of the race, just see where our pace was at in comparison to everyone else. We get the DRS, which is good for us, and we've got 2 cars fighting in front. Is that Gutierrez? I think it is. Where are we going to look for the move on him? We're incredibly late on the break. Oh, it's actually Ericsson there, and we managed to get the move on Ericsson there, which is good stuff. And now we're in 17th position here. A couple of cars coming out of the pits. I think we've got Grosjean, have we there? Oh no, they're all coming to the pits. So what sort of position are we going to end up here? And we're going to be coming out alongside Hamilton there. So we've lost, I'd say, about a pit stop. I don't know how much that is in Bahrain, probably about 25-30 seconds. So that just sort of shows you the amount of damage that we sort of have had, if that makes any sense, through the spin and then the penalty. It's just a load of rubbish really. The auto spin curb created it all. I saw Riotbox had exactly the same thing in his career mode or co-op career mode online, so it just needs to be fixed. There's no way. I've never seen that happen in real life when people have gone over that curb, so why would it in the game? And more cars coming out of the pit lane here, and we're up to 4th place, so you can see we definitely had the pace to keep up with these guys, but it's just unfortunate really now that we just have to do that pit stop because otherwise we'd be fighting at the front, maybe even for a podium here. But they're all coming to the pits. Obviously we were on destroyed tyres at the end of the stint, and we were still keeping up with them when they were on the brand new tyres. So we're going to put on the brand new option compound tyres here, the soft compound tyres, and hopefully this can be a good end to the race for us here. Maybe some points, maybe the tail end of the points, but you can see we're going to be about 17th, I'd say, when we come out the pit lane here. Maybe even 18th, just depends how fast. Yeah, it's going to be 18th. Gutierrez is going to be coming past us here. So what a terrible race this has been. From first, and we went back down to 21st, fighting our way back through the field. After pit stop, we're 18th, and now just going to be looking for maybe just some sort of points, maybe just as some sort of consolation for this crazy fight back through the field here. Where we're going to go for the move on Gutierrez extremely late on the brakes, and we managed to get Gutierrez, and that's P17. Good stuff, good move. Gutierrez pretty much just diving out the way there. So let's see the move now when we get onto the back of the 2 Lotuses. We don't even have DRS, but we're just so much faster in a straight line. Maldonado gets overtaken by Grosjean. We overtake Grosjean. We get up to 15th place, and only a couple of places now away from some sort of points. But it's going to be pretty hard because now we're caught up to Rosberg, who's obviously in one of the fastest cars. And for us, it's going to be pretty tough to get past him. If we can do that, it'd be pretty good, but he is on the harder compound tyres, so maybe we can get past him. We should have the advantage. We were keeping up with him when we were on the harder compound tyres, when he was on the soft, so I think we can get the move done here. And yes, we're purple, and we're going to be diving down the inside there. Rosberg pretty much just diving out the way there, so managing to get the position there up to P14. Once we get past, if we get past these 3 cars, that's P11. Then there is a big gap. As we get Vern, good stuff there. Now, what sort of lap time is it going to be? We're going to have DRS and everything, so it should be pretty good. Vettel with a 1:37.1. What sort of time are we going to be doing? A 1:35.8. Over a second quicker than Vettel there, so we definitely had the pace to win this race. It's just unfortunate really that we lost all that time, but we dive down the inside of Suttel and Kvyat there, and that makes us up into P11. And unfortunately for us, that was how the race ended up, because we just had a massive gap to Raikkonen, and there was no way we were going to catch him up. He was in a pretty decent car. You can see the gap. It's probably going to be about 8 seconds, I'd say, as we cross this sector split here. What time is it going to be? How good of a guess was that? I didn't even know what the time was going to be, but 7.9 seconds. So unfortunately for us, it just shows you how much time we've lost through all this. Will goes and gets the win, so 2 Williams wins in the last 2 races, which is really good. Unfortunately for us, Australia wasn't amazing, but this is still going to put us in a great position for Constructors and Drivers' Championship here. It's definitely going to be a good fight along the way, and I think this race pretty much shows you can't just give up, because we finished 16 seconds behind the leader, and we easily lost 26, 27, 28 seconds in that first spin, and then penalty and everything. So yeah, pretty much don't give up, because you can easily get these good results here. And Ricciardo and Vettel finishing up the podium. And this is how the Drivers' Championship looks now. We are down in 4th place with Will leading it. So 12 cars have scored points. Hulkenberg is the lowest person that has scored. He's on 3 points, but Will has got 53 points there. I've got 37, so what's that? 16 points between me and Will, so that's going to be pretty hard to overcome in the next couple of races. But we are leading the Constructors, which is good. Red Bull in 2nd, Mercedes in 3rd, McLaren in 4th. But yeah guys, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. It's been X-Mad here. Goodbye.